In the first light of dawn, the kingdom awoke to whispers. An old voice spoke from the temple gates. When the sun kisses the moon, the crown will vanish, and with it, the kingdom's light. Princess Alara stood frozen, for in her dreams last night, she had seen the crown disappear. Alara ran through the golden halls of the palace, her footsteps echoing against marble walls. She pushed the door to the crown room, and the ancient hinges groaned. Inside, the royal pedestal stood there. The golden crown was gone. A single silver feather lay in its place. The feather shimmered against the marble floor. Alara bent down, her fingers trembling. It began to glow in a faint blue light. And then, whispers filled the room, words she could not understand. The walls seemed to breathe, and shadows moved on their own. The blue light grew brighter and brighter until it filled her vision, and then, a blinding flash. Alara found herself standing in another place. Stone ruins, vines crawling over broken walls. She saw a figure cloaked in shadows, holding the golden crown. They turned, and a single crimson eye stared at her before the vision vanished into darkness. Alara felt the magic surge through her. It poured from her hands, in streams of gold and blue. The light formed a shield, pushing the shadow away. The hooded figure stumbled back, clutching the golden orb. Its red eyes burned with rage. The red glow painted the sky. A horn's cry rolled over the hills. Through the mist, a figure appeared. Steel boots striking stone. A knight taller than any she'd seen, and in his eyes, the weight of 1,000 battles. They sat by the fire. The night was calm, yet heavy. Neither spoke for a long time. Finally, the knight turned. "The crown you seek," he said softly, "will demand more than you can give." Alara's hands trembled, but her eyes did not look away. The wind howled through the ruins. Thunder rolled somewhere in the distance. Alara gripped the bridge's rope, her heart pounding louder than the storm. The armored knight drew his sword and spoke in a low, steady voice. "They are coming." And from the shadows ahead, dozens of glowing eyes began to appear. The knight stepped forward, steel glinting in the dim light. Alara took her place beside him, the rope bridge swaying under their weight. From the mist, dark shapes began to move, shadows with eyes, sharp and unblinking. The ground trembled, and the first roar split the night. They had arrived. The first creature lunged, its claws flashing in the stormlight. The knight met it head-on, blades clashing in a shower of sparks. Alara's sword cut through the air, striking another beast that leapt from the shadows. The bridge groaned beneath them as the night filled with steel and screams. The bridge shook under the weight of the battle. Alara's sword flashed, cutting through the creatures one by one. And then, the mist parted. A figure, far taller than any knight, stepped forward, black armor glowing with crimson cracks. The Shadow King. His voice rolled like thunder. "You will not take the crown." The knight stepped ahead. "Then you will have to go through us." The bridge trembled beneath their feet. The Shadow King's strikes crashing like thunder. Alara's sword met his, each clash echoing through the mist. The knight lunged, forcing the Shadow King back. And then Alara saw it, the jagged crown on his head, pulsing with dark power. His power, it comes from the crown, she cried. With a single nod, the knight leapt high, slamming his blade to distract the giant. Alara spun forward, her sword glowing with every heartbeat. Steel met crown, a burst of golden light erupted. The Shadow King roared, shadows ripping away from his body. The bridge blazed with warmth as the darkness shattered into dust, and the crown floated gently into Alara's hands. The mist was gone. The kingdom was free. The battle was over. The bridge now glowed with the first light of dawn. Alara sat in silence, the jagged crown resting in her hands, no longer pulsing with dark power. The knight stood beside her, his gaze fixed on the horizon, as if guarding the peace they had fought so hard for. Far below, the river whispered softly against the stones. Alara took a deep breath, knowing the kingdom would awaken to a day without fear. She closed her eyes for just a moment, feeling the warmth of the sun. The blinding light faded, and from where the Shadow King had stood, a figure emerged, tall, noble, and familiar. Alara's heart raced. "Father," she whispered, "the curse was broken. The golden crown, now shining in pure light, rested once more upon the true king's brow." He smiled, his voice warm after years of silence. "My brave daughter, you have saved us all." The villagers poured across the bridge, their cheers echoing in the morning air. Petals drifted on the wind as peace returned to the realm. If you enjoyed this magical journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enchanting tales. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a new adventure from WhimsyVision Storytimes. Your support helps bring more magical worlds to life.